talking of Cheltenham, I'm sure you've seen this week the news that Cheltenham are making several changes to try and attract the crowds back. The headline, predictably, the cost of a pint coming down 30p, though I'm sure this man has seen in America at the Ryder Cup this afternoon a beer that's not even a pint, Guy Lavender, the boss at Cheltenham, is $15. As we see some of the changes you're making, just talk us through your thinking.
Well, very happy to do so. Look, I think we had a really successful festival last year and season more broadly, but inevitably you're continuing to look at doing two things. Number one, making sure the experience is world class and making sure you deliver value. So these changes are primarily around that, around making sure that we're delivering on a number of different things across the racecourse. So, we set ourselves a challenge of saying, well, what's the maximum capacity that we think we can deliver a brilliant customer experience? So we've reduced that slightly. I think that should provide confidence to racegoers that they can come on the biggest days and have a really, really enjoyable time. We did some successful trials of removing drinks restrictions across different areas. They worked well during the season, so we've extended those, and I think that will reduce the sort of barriers and frictions to people moving around. I think we've learned some good lessons on temporary structures and how we design the village and make it really great for experiences, particularly when the weather's inclement. So lots of different elements, I guess, to try and sort of get some sensible changes that are about evolving and delivering what's already a brilliant racecourse and a brilliant festival. And we think we can do that in the years ahead.
Which is all commendable, Guy, but the elephant in the room, if you like, is what Willie Mullins talked about in the Racing Post the other day. Is he right when he says the real problem here is cost? Yes, of course, but also the cost of accommodation.
Well, I think Willie's right. I mean, accommodation is a significant issue, but it is for other major sporting events. It's not simply the case at Cheltenham. And I think we've done a few elements, one of which we announced, which was effectively to build room to race with Venator, which is effectively the sort of first port of call, we think, for racegoers coming to the festival. And it's got a lot of good value accommodation options. And in fact, at the moment, they've sold more accommodation options for next year's festival than they did for the last one. So it's really proving to be useful. But all of the levers of accommodation are not within our control. We've done some good work with accommodation providers locally over the course of the summer. Many completely understand it and are trying to offer value. Others see it as a big commercial opportunity. So we've got to find our way through that problem. But it's a live issue and one that we'll continue to tackle.
Yeah, keep us posted on those numbers. That's interesting, actually, because it's only September, and if you're already ahead of last year, that's good. Now then, I've seen you a lot this year at different racecourses. You've been in the job for, a year or so now. We've talked about the numbers here at Newmarket up, Sandown up. The festivals have been up over the summer as well. As you've travelled around the country, what have you learned?
Well, I think you can learn a great deal from going around and seeing what people are doing. I mean, if I pick sort of three, Aintree, I thought the Rannoch Grand National Festival was superb this year. I think there were two standout points to me. Number one, I thought their structures and the way that they delivered experiences for racegoers was really, really superb. And the pride and passion of the local community in delivering something very special was tangible. The July Festival at Newmarket I loved. I thought it was sort of quintessentially British, very stylish. And of course, they saw really good growth in numbers. And then I went to York, and everyone talks to me about York. So I went up for the Ebor Festival, and I think the real overwhelming view was that everything worked. It was seamless. And I don't think that happens by chance. I think it's a forensic, continual desire to make sure that every aspect of experience is great. So you can bring all those things back. And some of those, I guess, are reflected in the changes that we've made. But I'm very proud of the racecourse at Cheltenham and what we deliver. And I think we can grow and go from strength to strength in the years ahead.
And just finally, Guy, a quote from you made my eyes and ears prick up. When you talked about these changes that you talked about a moment ago as being evolution, but you said transformational change might be to come. Now, what could that be? Could that be to the race programme, to the structure at Cheltenham? Any clues for us?
Well, I think there's quite a few things that are self-evident. The race programme is fundamentally important for the festival and for racing more broadly. There are bigger strategic issues in making sure that the numbers of horses in national hunt in training increases over time. But also, I think there's some fundamental things about how we organise the racecourse, how we look at the future of membership, how we invest in Cheltenham as a venue to the levels of experiences that we want. So I think this is part of evolution, and I think in the years ahead, I think there are some areas that we should focus upon, which will build what we all want to see, the long-term success of racing and the long-term success of Cheltenham in particular.
Okay, Guy, we'll talk about that more. We will see you in, 4 weeks' time. Thanks so much.
Thanks, Ed.